Hello, students of Standard 4th. Today we are going to learn the lesson number 12 of subject history, and the name of the lesson is The Sage of Purandar and the Treaty with the Mughal Emperor. Raid on Surat. After this triumph, Shivaji did not sit idle. Aurangzeb's troops were lying waste the whole of the Maharashtra. To bring the emperor to his senses, Shivaji carried out his daring raid on Surat. Surat was so far away from Pune that no one but Shivaji could have thought of this daring raid. Surat was then a great center of trade in the Mughal Empire and a very rich city. Shivaji carried out the raid successfully and brought home a booty worth lakhs of rupees. Shivaji did not forsake ethics in the raid on Surat. He spared the churches and mosques. He did not show disrespect to women. The raid on Surat drove Aurangzeb into a furious rage. He not decided to put an end to the Maratha kingdom. He ordered his great general Mirza Raje Jai Singh to humble Shivaji. To assist Mirza Raje in the campaign, he sent with him his trusted Sardar, Diler Khan. The two landed in the Deccan with a huge army and unlimited funds. Swaraj was in real danger. Immediately after his return from the expedition of Surat in 1664 AD, Shivaji Maharaj heard a sad news. Shahaji Raje had suffered an accidental death while a hunt. Shivaji and Jizabai were greatly grieved. Holding his mother close to his bosom, Shivaji Maharaj consoled her. Sage of Purandar by the Mughal army. Sage of Purandar by the Mughal army. Purandar was one of Shivaji's big and strong forts. Diler Khan knew that Shivaji could not be defeated as long as he was the master of Purandar. He therefore laid siege to this powerful fort. He had a huge army under his command. Murarbaji was in charge of the fort. He was the determined fighter who would not easily yield to threats. He was also supported by brave troops. With their help, Murarbaji decided to defend the fort. Diler Khan's gun were into action. Very common cannonballs began to drop on the fort. Murarbaji and his brave men held on. The first bastion on the Machi collapsed under gun fired. Diler Khan's troops captured the lower fort. The Marathas withdrew to the upper fort and continued to fight. Diler Khan was watching the battle from his camp. Furious with rage, Murarabaji decided to attack the Mughal troops with a select contingent of 500 men. He opened the gates of the upper fort, shouting their war cry, Har Har Mahadev. The Mavalas fell on the Mughal troops. After a fierce battle which lasted for a short time, the Marathas routed the huge Mughal army which fled towards Diler Khan's camp. Murarbaji followed them in hot pursuit. With his troops, he entered the camp of Diler Khan and wrought havoc there. The enemy troops were in fight and the Marathas in pursuit. Cries and shouts filled the whole camp. In a great hurry, Diler Khan mounted his elephant and looked ahead. There was Murarbaji hacking the soldiers to pieces. His sword moved like lightning, cut throats, broke heads, and pierced the hearts of enemies. No one could stop him or hold him in check. Diler Khan watched in admiration his great deeds of bravery. Diler Murarbaji's incomparable valor. Murarbaji's incomparable valor. Seeing Diler Khan, Murarbaji asked his troops to attack in a full force and himself advanced towards Diler Khan. Whoever tried to obstruct him was cut to pieces. The Mughal troops at last surrounded Murarbaji on all sides. Just then Diler Khan shouted, Wait, hold back your swords. The Mughal troops halted and moved back a little. Then Diler Khan addressed Murarbaji. Until now, I have not seen a swordsman like you. You come over to our side. I promise you complete safety. The emperor will make you a sardar and reward you with a jagir. His eyes red with anger. Murarbaji said in return, Who are the loyal servants of Shivaji Maharaj? Who wants to buy safety from you? Why should we come over to your side? And who wants your emperor's jagir? He then moved forwarded in the direction of Diler Khan and again started attacking his soldiers. Diler Khan, who was seated in the howdah on the elephant's back, released an arrow which pierced Murarbaji's neck. Murarbaji fell to the ground. His followers lifted his dead body and took it back to the upper fort. What if one Murarbaji is fallen? Who? We too are brave like him. We feel we will fight with courage. Saying so, they began to fight again without losing heart. Shivaji heard the news with a great sorrow. He knew that he could hold each one of his forts against the Mughal army for at least one than a year, but he was unwilling to do so at the cost of his men, who would die in the attempt. Treaty of Purandar. Treaty of Purandar. What could be done? He was not strong enough to fight the powerful Mughals. All his political skill was also of no avail. There was only one thing he could do. He decided on a temporary withdrawal from the fight. He would enter into a treaty with Mughal Emperor. He went and saw Jai Singh. This was a very sensible and statesmanlike thing to do. He said to Jai Singh, Mirza Raje, you are a Rajput. You can understand our suffering. The emperor's campaigns have led the country west, and people are in a great misery. I have undertaken this task of establishing Swaraj so that people may be happy. You should join me in this uphill task. If you agree to lead me, myself, and my Mawals, we will your trusted followers. Jai Singh was a shrewd diplomat. He persuaded Shivaji to sign a treaty of peace with the emperor. Shivaji signed the treaty and, according to its terms, 23 forts and a territory with a revenue of 4 lakh horns, means a gold coin, were to be handed over to the emperor. The Treaty of Purandar was signed in 1665. After the treaty was signed, Jai Singh suggested to Shivaji that he should go to Agra and see the emperor. He also guaranteed Shivaji's safe return. Shivaji thought over the suggestion. He knew that the emperor could not be trusted. He had proved treacherous to his own brothers. But in the end, Shivaji decided to take the risk and face the situation as cautiously as he could. He informed Jai Singh that he was willing to go to Agra to meet the emperor. Dear students, I hope you enjoy this video. I request you, dear students, please try to read this lesson while watching this video. Dear students, I repeat, please try to read this lesson while watching this video. We will see you very soon in the next very interesting lesson and video. Till then, goodbye and take a very good care of yourself. Thank you.